Hi guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about the Maiar exchange. The Elrond ecosystem continues to grow. There are some niche projects knocking about on Elrond, and they've started listing on the Maiar exchange. So I want to talk about, how this is growing and what's next for effectively Maiar and Elrond. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each one when I released the videos and you're still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for 51 grand. It's not what I hold anymore. In fact, if you want to see what I hold, come check out Copy My Crypto. 2021 was bloody fantastic, and 2022 will be even better. If it's a bear cycle or a bull cycle, it genuinely doesn't matter. Bull cycle obviously is brilliant. The holdings appreciate in value, and that's great. The bear cycle though, you're getting in on cryptos that are 85% down, 90% down. You realize 90% down, that's a 10x to previous all-time highs. There's opportunities in the market for during a bear cycle. I found Phantom when it was 0.5% in the bear cycle. Right now, it's hovering above $1.90 or thereabouts. That's ridiculous gains, and there's so many opportunities. I've got a list of coins that I think can do something special over the next few years. So watching how they develop, onboard, partner, and retrace, all those things matter. And when I see that I think they can 50x or more, God, I'm going to be sharing them with the Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to be a part of it, check it out. Right, Maiar. So Maiar, the Maiar exchange, currently the price is, 0.000281. Circulating supply right now is 4 billion. Trillion. 4 trillion. And the market cap right now is 1.1 billion. Now, recently you'll see that they have added tokens of iSet and Aero, and they're going to be more added over the course of time. Excuse me. It's actually been something that the Elrond team have been speaking about for a while. So a big point that they're making is the Maiar DEX is bringing serious stuff to the space. The Maiar DEX is looking at introducing. They've already got a ERC20, like an ethereum bridge. So basically, you can start adding liquidity to Elrond, to the Maiar DEX, left, right, and center. So you can have ESDT tokens that can be paired with EGLD. So creators can now create pools for anyone to add liquidity to. Pairs with 100,000 USD total liquidity will be enabled for swaps, which basically start today. So we've started seeing the first couple of listings. The article itself, actually, they spoke about it. Where is it? I thought that was the article. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. So they listed Aerovec. This was the first one that they listed. So Aerovec is aviation on the blockchain. It's a decentralized social economic platform that's making private aviation accessible to anyone. Yeah. I mean, out there, like, really, really niche. And maybe this runs wild. I mean, it's so niche. I know nothing about aerospace. I know nothing about anyone's desire to really do this. But they at the moment, when you look at what's happening with the first few launches now, or the first launch on Elrond was Holoride, and Holoride is innovative as hell. You're looking at, I've spoken about Holoride a couple of times in the past. You're looking at changing the way that we travel, changing the experience while we travel. It's incredibly intriguing, and it's probably something that's going to happen and going to actually be at the forefront. Particularly, you look at your Disneyland or your Warner Brothers Village or whatever the version of it that they have is, or even zoos. Like the experience that you could have within that is pretty incredible. On top of the fact that just your day-to-day travel could be improved immensely as a passenger. There's a lot that's intriguing about this. So this one is really unusual, really niche, and definitely intriguing. The other one is Isengard DAO, which is going to be Elrond's NFT marketplace. So this is now tradable straight away on the Maiar DEX. But yeah, so right now, like I said, this is pretty much live. So you can go onto the marketplace and you can start trading. You can buy yourself either in in Elrond. You can use Elrond as the payment tool and buy up any type of NFT that you want, I guess. First NFT marketplace properly to launch on Elrond is probably going to be quite successful. It's one to watch out for. And the NFTs themselves that are built upon it and they're present on Elrond, again, could do very well. Usually the first inceptions end up being pretty successful, so something to watch out for. But what we are actually seeing with Maiar and Elrond is real growth. Like, Maiar is growing at a pretty impressive rate. Audit One actually reviewed Elrond recently. They said the Elrond network has worked its way up into the top 40 largest networks and based on market cap, and they're not yet done yet. And they talk about 5 important facts about Elrond. So what sets them apart is that they've got adaptive state sharding and secure proof of stake. Number 2A, obviously talking about the adaptive state sharding. It's the only blockchain to implement 3 types of sharding simultaneously. And it's a secure proof of stake. It's used to select validating nodes to produce blocks within a shard rather than the entire network, like with traditional proof of stake, like what we'll probably end up seeing to some degree with Ethereum. The EGLD token, electronic gold. It's definitely got a tag that I think is going to bring it some focus anyway. Governs the network through staking and serves as the medium of exchange, and it's you pay for the transactions on the network. The Elrond team have been incredible so far, and sustainability. It's carbon negative, and I've talked about this a few times. I'm indifferent to a blockchain being carbon negative. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not bothered. But there are a large number of people that will be. There are a large number of institutions that will be. So there's an intriguing, and this is something I point out with other projects. There's a couple other projects that have pointed out that they're carbon neutral. And I do think they'll garner favorable press and favorable interactions with either government entities or institutions, because there's certain thing that perception is reality, right? And if they are perceived as being one of the best blockchains, they are one of the best blockchains, and I think they are, to be fair as well. But if they are perceived as being carbon neutral, they're perceived as being beneficial to the planet as opposed to Bitcoin, right? Even though we know actually more than half the power used to mine Bitcoin is renewable. But these steps that have been made with Elrond and these steps that are being made with the Maiar DEX are really quite impressive. We are seeing an ecosystem that is going to grow at an incredible rate. I do expect that over the course of the next sort of 6 months, we're going to see Elrond probably be one of the fastest growing blockchains in the space. I think the Maiar DEX will end up being very, very successful. I mean, all of that is off of the premise. Well, actually, no, it's not even. Elrond will end up being one of the fastest growing blockchains. Of that, I feel very confident. Whether or not the prices of the coins that launch on Elrond do well is dependent on a number of things, not least of which is how the market moves over the course of the sort of 6-month period. But this is going to grow massively. It just is. We're already seeing it. You know, since Maiar's inception, which was around November, it's already $1 billion market cap. The DEX is very good. It's very easy and very simple to use. The farms that they have are pretty simple as well. You know, you've got pretty good APR if you stake MEX tokens in terms of adding liquidity to farm. They're pretty great returns as well on APR. Like I said, very, very simple, a very secure network. If you are interested in getting Elrond or staking Elrond, you know, they've got really good staking returns. I would preface that with be cautious about staking for any locked up time frame when the market is in a precarious state. You do not want to have funds locked up in staking when the market is looking like it could go either way. You know, when you're completely in bear, stake. When you're at the precipice of a bull, stake. But when you're possibly at the back end of a bull, or well, possibly it's that simple. We are possibly there. Then don't stake. It's not a great idea unless you're happy to do stake for a few years. But yeah, Maiar DEX growing. It's going to be really interesting to see which Ethereum-based tokens bridge over to Elrond now, which we start seeing liquidity added to on Maiar. But I think Maiar DEX is still set to end up being one of the biggest DEXs around. I mean, it already is based on market cap. Total value locked is good. There's a lot that are a lot better. But when CoinMarketCap sort out their rankings and Maiar is appropriately positioned, you know, it is in the top 100 already, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is one that starts challenging some of the other top tier DEXs that are out there, because huge market cap already, and you know, realistically, not tons of swap features yet. This is going to grow massively over time, so there's a lot of room here for growth as they start onboarding more and more and more projects, and hopefully some that are more, I don't know, less neat. I mean, this to me it looks really interesting, but like I say, I know nothing about aviation. It feels very niche. It feels very, very niche. You know, just give me like a straightforward DeFi, like a lending protocol or something that I can sink my teeth into, that I completely get. But yeah, but Maiar and Elrond, I think this year the growth that we're going to see with both the Maiar DEX and the Elrond ecosystem is going to be staggering. Regardless of price action in the market, these guys are going to make big moves in terms of growth. So this is a really intriguing one. Keep an eye on Maiar, and keep an eye on Elrond, because they're gonna be making moves hard over the next year. That's it from me, guys. If you're new to crypto, come check out Copy My Crypto. In fact, if you've been in crypto for ages, come check it out anyway, because guys, we had a friggin' awesome 2021. And I just can't explain how excited I am for 2022. You know, whether it's bull or bear, it just doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And huge part of me wants bear. Huge part of me wants bear. Been making sure I've been cashing profits all year. And the bear cycle is just the best. It's just the best. It's the opportunity to get cryptos at discount prices for such extended periods of time. And there's real opportunities there. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And if you want to be a part of Copy My Crypto, and you want, to be fair, you want to learn when the bear cycle kicks in properly, because I don't think, well, we're not there yet, and we might be there next month, or it might be another 6 months. But when we're in the bear cycle, I'm going to start looking at highlighting the cryptos that I've been watching all year, and the ones that I think have that huge 50 to 100x potential minimum. So if you want to learn what they are, click the link in the description and check it out. Yeah, take it easy. Bye bye.